All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Victor Wembanyama, and specifically some of the kind of rumors and speculation surrounding his maybe superhuman abilities.
Yeah, his performance has been pretty remarkable, especially for someone his size.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 7'4",
7'4",
and
yeah.
he's moving like a guard.
Right.
It's crazy.
And the endurance, the fact that he hasn't really had these like major injuries that you typically see with guys his size.
Yeah, you almost expect with someone that tall, they're gonna have, foot problems or knee problems.
Like back problems.
Back problems.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't.
He just keeps going.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be taking a look at today, and we have some sources that we're going to be referring to that kind of point to this idea that maybe there's something more going on here.
That meets the eye.
Yeah, that meets the eye. Maybe a secret diet, a secret French experiment.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be diving into today, and we'll see what we can uncover.
Okay, sounds good. Let's get into it.
So one of the things that I found really fascinating was this report about a leaked meal plan.
Oh yeah.
For Wembanyama that had this ingredient called Cordyceps militaris.
Cordyceps militaris.
I don't think you ever heard of this.
I've heard of cordyceps as a supplement.
Okay.
But it's a type of mushroom, right?
Right.
And, I've heard people say it helps with energy and it's supposed to be good for reducing inflammation.
Right.
But, I mean, how are you even getting this into a meal plan?
And in the quantity that they were talking about, it wasn't like a sprinkle of cordyceps. It was like a significant
like main ingredient almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't exactly see that at your local grocery store.
Right, exactly. So that was one of the first things that I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
This is weird.
And I think the Bleacher Report article mentioned that this cordyceps that was supposedly in his meal plan was like a special, highly concentrated version.
Right, and it was suggesting that it wasn't publicly available.
Right.
So already we're like, okay, there's something
a
little
strange
going on here.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you have this whole thing with the French experiment.
Yes, the mysterious French experiment.
So fill us in on that. What is that all about?
Well, it all started with this former NBA trainer.
Okay.
And he did an interview, I think it was with ESPN.
Okay.
And he started talking about this program in France.
Okay.
That was using all these, cutting edge techniques.
Huh?
Maybe some stuff that was a little bit, on the edge in terms of, sports science.
Okay. Pushing the boundaries a little.
Pushing the boundaries. And he never actually said that Wembanyama was involved.
Right.
But he did say that there were some, very, very talented young players that were part of this program.
And this was like right before Wembanyama was drafted.
Exactly. Yeah. The timing was very suspicious.
It seemed like he was maybe hinting at something.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that it was just a coincidence.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then you add on to that the fact that Wembanyama's team is so secretive about his actual diet.
They don't want to talk about it at all.
Yeah, it's like pulling teeth trying to get any information out of
It
him.
makes you wonder what they're hiding.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So you've got this mysterious ingredient, this French experiment, all this secrecy.
It's definitely a recipe for conspiracy theories.
Right. It's like, are we looking at some kind of like NBA cover-up here?
I mean, some analysts seem to think so.
Okay. Why would they cover it up?
Well, think about it. If it came out that Wembanyama's success was due to, some kind of secret diet.
Right.
That's not available to everyone. Or maybe it even involves something that's banned.
Right.
It would be a huge scandal for the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have investigations, lawsuits, accusations of unfair advantages. It would be a mess.
A total PR nightmare.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I guess they're trying to avoid that at all costs.
I think that's a safe bet.
So okay, let's say for a second that this is all true.
Okay.
That there is this like revolutionary diet that's propelling Wembanyama to this next level of performance.
Right.
I mean, where do we even begin to draw the line ethically?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, on the one hand, you could say that every athlete is looking for an edge, right? Whether it's through training or recovery or nutrition.
Right.
But if we're talking about something that's not available to everyone or something that could have long-term health risks, then it gets a lot more complicated.
It feels like we're kind of entering this new era in sports where it's not just about the athletes themselves.
Right.
It's about who has the best scientists, who has the best nutritionists.
Yeah, it's almost like an arms race to see who can push the boundaries the furthest.
It's exciting in a way.
Sure.
But also a little bit scary.
Yeah, I mean, where does it stop?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, genetically modifying athletes or creating designer diets that are specifically tailored to enhance performance.
Yeah. And then you have this whole issue of access and affordability.
Exactly.
I mean, if only the elite teams and athletes can afford these advancements, then you're creating an even bigger divide.
Right. It's no longer a level playing field.
So I think the point of this deep dive is not to say that Wembanyama is definitely cheating
Right.
or that the NBA is covering something up.
It's more about raising the questions and getting people to think about the implications.
Exactly, because this isn't just about one player or one team.
Right.
This is about the future of sports as a whole.
Absolutely.
And so I think it's important for us to have these conversations.
I agree.
And to really consider what kind of world we want to create.
Yeah, I mean, what does it mean to be a true athlete if we're all just relying on science and technology to enhance our abilities?
And what are the ethical limits of that enhancement?
Exactly.
So yeah, I think we've given everyone a lot to think about today.
We've only scratched the surface.
We've only scratched the surface.
But it's a fascinating topic.
It is.
And one that I think we'll be talking about for a long time to come.
Yeah. So thank you all for joining us on this deep dive. And until next time, keep those brains churning.
And we'll see you soon.
Take care.